want to go to President Trump and Macron of France in Brussels.
Emmanuel, President of France, who's doing a terrific job being President of France. He's changing a lot of things around, and I guess that had to happen, and I think it's going to be very successful. We have a tremendous relationship. We're discussing trade, we're discussing NATO, we're discussing a lot of different things, and hopefully in the end it'll all work out. And so it's great to be with you.
Merci beaucoup. Je suis très heureux de retrouver le président Donald Trump. Il y a presque un an maintenant, il était à Paris et il nous avait fait l'honneur d'assister justement à notre fête nationale avec sa délégation, et nous n'avons pas cessé depuis d'échanger de manière régulière, et nous allons poursuivre aujourd'hui sur évidemment les sujets commerciaux, l'OTAN comme il l'a dit, mais également la Syrie, les sujets géopolitiques sur lesquels nous avons beaucoup à faire ensemble. Merci beaucoup. Merci, Donald.
It sounded beautifully. I have no idea. It sounded great.
I have to say, I told them exactly the same, but in French, for French journalists, and the fact that I just reminded everybody that almost 1 year ago you were present with your wife in Paris for precisely Bastille Day.
Beautiful.
It was the 13th and 14th of July, and we've worked together for 12 months now.
Sure.
And took some great decisions, and
we've made some good decisions.
And we'll continue to work together.
That's right.
On these different issues.
That's right. Thank you very much. Thank
President Macron, do you agree that Angela Merkel is beholden to the Russians?
Oh, I'm glad they have you there. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I think we just discussed the NATO that we work together.
Thank you, Press. Thank you, Press. Thank you.
Looks like that's it. They avoided that question on Germany. Eamon Javers with us in Brussels as we watch President Trump go through a series of his bilateral diplomatic mornings. Seems like he and President Macron have a chummier relationship, as we have seen during the visits.
Yeah, that's right, Sarah. It's so interesting to see how each of these NATO leaders takes a different tactic in dealing with President Trump, who's come here on a very confrontational theme today. The president very critical of the Germans right off the bat this morning at breakfast, saying that he was critical of a decision by the German government to have a gas pipeline come in from Russia, saying that the Russians therefore have leverage over the Germans. What you saw there from Macron is Macron reminding President Trump of a year ago when Trump went to Paris and had a fabulous trip with a military parade, a grand marching parade that the president has used for an inspiration for a military parade that he now wants to host in Washington, D.C. this fall. He's got the Pentagon working on setting up that parade. So interesting that Macron sort of reminds the president of that great experience they had together, and then says that they've been working together really well for about 12 months now. So Macron reminding President Trump here of the great personal relationship that the two have shared and that great visit that he had to Paris last year.
Eamon, some have been trying to compare this particular summit to G7 not too long ago, where he went in and also put a lot of our allies on defense throughout the course of the summit. Are you seeing those kind of similarities or not?
Yeah, it does feel that way, Carl. I mean, the president deliberately chose to come in here at breakfast before the summit even was officially called to order and be sharply critical of one of the United States' biggest allies here. Now, he will say that this is something that other administrations have been critical of before, and that other administrations have also asked the NATO allies to pay more for their own defense. That said, these things are all about diplomacy and tone, and the president decided to set a tone right from the beginning of confrontation. That's what he did at the G7 as well. And of course, where the G7 really unraveled was at the end, when the president left late and then accused Trudeau of Canada of essentially lying about what the president had said. So we'll see whether this one ends with that sort of acrimony as well.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.